Be prepared for what looks to be a mostly delightful spring week that lies ahead of us. This is your weatherman, Duo Zhang, with your weekday weather report. With light morning rain early in the day, Tuesday will transition to a mostly cloudy day, with a weekly high of 68. Clouds will then start to part later that night, where lows will hover around 40. Then on Wednesday, the sun will start to shine through, with continued partly cloudy skies, with highs still up there in the mid-60s. With similar night conditions as Tuesday, highs will start to slightly lower now towards the lower 60s Thursday. Skies will be mostly sunny, with moderate winds and nightly lows in the upper 30s. Then on Friday, AM hours will be cloudy, with on and off showers in the afternoon and into the night, where highs will continue in the 60s with a very warm nightly low in the lower 50s. Hope you enjoy what looks to be increasingly improving weather in your spring break for those who have it. Weather out.
Chris Heron is a basketball legend that broke scoring records, was recruited by top colleges, featured in Sports Illustrated, and became the focus of an acclaimed book, Fall River Dreams. He was drafted by the NBA, but lost all of his success due to substance abuse. After becoming alcohol and drug-free since August 1, 2008, he has refocused his life to put his sobriety and his family above everything else. His new life mission is to share his story with audiences in the hopes of making a difference in their lives. We're very excited that he will be joining us here on May 19th and hope that you can join us too.
As winter comes to an end and the temperature climbs into the 40s, New England's maple trees begin the long process of drawing sap over the roots and up the tree's trunks to feed the buds to create leaves for the spring. For the past 30 years, the youth agency has tapped over 1,600 trees in South Kent, taking sap for processing at its Great Brook Sugar House in New Milford. This year, the season started almost a month late due to the incredible snowfall that we received this winter and the fact that the weather was much colder than normal. Instead of the second week of February, tapping didn't begin until the second week of March. Over 24 middle school, high school, and college students assisted in the Sugar House operation this season. Starting with the workshop on tapping and hanging buckets, the crew spent several days drilling and hanging buckets in anticipation of some excellent sap runs. Not only does the agency hang buckets, but it also uses plastic lines that transport the sap from tap to large tanks which can easily be pumped out. Finally, in the middle of March, temperatures began to rise and the crews were able to go out and collect both from the large tanks and the buckets alongside the roads. Sap is then brought back to the Great Brook Sugar House, where a newly installed oil evaporator can process up to 150 gallons of sap each hour. The sugar house is full of stainless steel equipment designed not only for cleanliness, but for efficiently producing quality sap. Steam created by the machine moves upward and out of the evaporator through the building's cupola. As the sap reaches 218 degrees, it is pulled off the machine and moved into a finishing pan. Using a hydrometer, the sap is then checked for the proper amount of sugar and then passed through a filtering system which eliminates any foreign materials that may have entered into the sap. The temperature is brought up to 180 degrees, pasteurization, and then the finished syrup is put into barrels which are then stored until needed to place into containers that are then sold by the agency's sugar house crew.